Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. In the last episode, we defeated Mississippi State, number 22 in the nation, with a 21-0 blowout shutout victory. Our first shutout in program history and an unprecedented victory last time out. We'll look to keep the high spirits going and clinch bowl eligibility with a win here today as our Marquette Golden Eagles enter at 5-1, and we're actually ranked for the first time in program history here in year 3, week 8. Marquette is now ranked 24th in the nation. And now we're here at Bulldogs Stadium. We played the Bulldogs of Mississippi State last week, and now we're playing the Bulldogs here at Fresno State, our program's first time traveling out here to California. Opening coin toss goes to the Bulldogs, and they'll take the ball here in their home stadium, and they're going to try and go up against a defense which surrendered no points last time out. And Dylan Mackey starts us off here in week 8. As I said, Marquette 5-1. A tremendous start to the season. Opening return there from Dylan Root and Mark Henry laying the wood, our freshman safety. Marcus McDade, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, over 300 passing yards and 3 touchdowns through the air last week. Davante Adams to the right of the screen, the impact player here for the Bulldogs. And the first pass here for McDade, he hits his tight end Matson, and Tyler Black makes a stop, an 8-yard pickup on the opening play. Now Fresno State playing the hurry up to start. McDade a fake, he'll keep plenty of time here, and he has his man, that's Scott, downfield. He beats Tyler Black. Scott's still going. Demetrius Bush can't bring him down, and Juice Campbell can't either. Damari Scott, a 73-yard touchdown, and just 32 seconds in, Fresno State already on the board. And he had plenty of time back there. Maybe a hold? Looked like 63 might have had a hold there. But McDade, he finds the soft spot in the pocket, and Damari Scott hauls that in with one hand. And Tyler Black was just beat on that extended play. A lot of time in the pocket for McDade, a lot of patience, and Fresno State strikes quickly with the big play, 73 yards, and they're already up here on home field. And with that extra point, we'll now get a studio update. And it sees number 7 Miami now 6-0 after defeating Virginia. And Virginia, I think, was 11-2 last season, and they ended as a top 20 team, but now already 2-5 this year. And it looks like they're going to be missing a bowl game. I know other games around the nation. Ohio State just barely edges out BYU 31-24 as they're number 2 in the nation, 6-0 now. And Tennessee defeats South Carolina, a top 10 Gamecock squad there in an SEC matchup. So Fresno State, they're bumping here after a huge start, and that's going to go for a touchback. The Marquette offense takes over here, down 7-0. See how we can respond. Opening give here for Dexter Dowling. Strong finish there as he drags a man ahead, 14 yards on the opening give for Dowling. And now the Golden Eagles from the 39. And they'll give it right back to Dexter. And he goes ahead for 5, another productive carry there, but it looks like he might be a little hobbled after that one, holding his midsection. So now we'll see Storm Norwood check into the game, and I'll update you on Dowling's status. Storm Norwood did not play in last week's upset win over Mississippi State, his first give here, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now Greg Walker, the freshman quarterback, making his 4th start of the season, really didn't ask too much out of him last week in the 21-0 victory. I think only 61 passing yards on the day. And now here, 3rd and 5, he'll drop that off for Scott Mwakpour. And a strong finish from Mwakpour, 8 yards as he crosses midfield for the first down. We do want to get Walker a little more involved in the passing game today. And Fresno State, a fairly weak secondary, I think an area we can exploit. Now 1st and 10, Tyson Bolt in motion. And Walker will keep on the read option as he works outside in a face mask. That's going to add on 15 to about an 8-yard run there from Walker. Now 1st and 10. And they'll give right back to Norwood up the middle, and he gets 3 that time. Norwood's production has really dipped in recent weeks, and it certainly didn't help his case that he was hobbled last week. Kind of allows Dexter Dowling to run away with the job as he is our leading rusher entering this contest. And now Walker will pass here, 2nd and 7. He has Grant Cooper there underneath. And Cooper picks up 5, sets him up now 3rd and 2. And now we'll see Theo Briggs for the first time, the player of the game last week with 2 touchdowns. He'll get it here, 3rd and 2. And he's going to be stopped short, just barely gets a yard. And we'll see what the Golden Eagles do here from the 17. Marquette was, I think, 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6 last week on 4th down. And it looks like they're going to go for it here. 4th and 2 with 3 tight ends. And they'll give it to the fullback, Jeff Harris, and he gets it. And then some, 4 yards there for the fullback. And a Marquette from the 14 halfway through this first quarter of play. A give here for Briggs. And a better rush that time. He gets 7. Now 2nd and 3. Walker back to pass. There's Grant Cooper, the tight end, and a 6-yard touchdown reception for Cooper. His 3rd straight game with a touchdown reception. 4 in the last 3 games. And he was our lone player with a touchdown reception last week. And he had a nice soft spot there. A little short route, and Walker, his 5th touchdown pass already. And he is on pace. I think the most we've had is maybe 10 from Jake Haywood last year, but Walker certainly can surpass that. Now another studio update. A Pac-12 matchup here as California takes down number 5 Washington. John Ross there for the Huskies. Marcus Peters as well. Upset there from the Golden Bears. So Marquette matches the opening touchdown here from Fresno State. And Dylan Mackey on for another kickoff. Looks like it will be fielded from their own end zone. That's the running back Dylan Root, and that's actually going to go for a kneel down. We don't get many touchbacks on those kickoffs. Before we start this Fresno State drive, let's take a look at their impact players. And here's Davante Adams, 89 overall, redshirt senior, 6'2", 201, good size on the outside, good athlete, 92 speed, 94 acceleration, and good catching traits as well. Though the route running at just 78, not that great, but still a problem. And he's going to be a tough task for Juice Campbell to contain in this game. Already 5 touchdown receptions, 16.8 yards per catch, 537. He's well on pace to eclipse his career highs. At quarterback, there's Marcus McDade. Not the best numbers, just barely averaging over 50% completion, 11 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Not too much of a factor in the running game, but he is the highest rated player here on Fresno State. Very good accuracy there at 90. Decent athletic traits under center, but other than that, kind of like more of a game manager and someone who could hit the soft spots in the short game. And here's Martez Waller, their lead back, 87 overall, good athletic traits, good carrying, good vision, and the 90 juke move, a good stiff arm, a good spin move. So someone that's very good running with the ball, and he can make guys miss. 7.2 yards per clip, and that's just outstanding feat. And his receiving production over the years has been very good as well. He's joined by fellow senior Dylan Root here in the backfield, the spellback, and he's averaging 5.3 yards per catch, albeit in more of a spell role here. The offensive line, not too good, although it is highlighted here by Bo Bonheim, a senior there at left guard. 94 acceleration, very good for a lineman. 86 run block, 84 pass block. So blocking traits very balanced with the 87 strength. And they are fairly weak at tackle, but the interior a little stronger there, headlined by Bo Bonheim. Now back to the action. Fresno State coming out with 5 receivers. And it looks like they're going to try and attack our secondary yet again here. McDade the drop back, and he has a man over the middle that's Peak, and that's an easy drop, 2nd and 10. Again, they come out with 5 receivers here. McDade back to pass. He's going to go towards the sideline. That's Johnson, and he drops it. Trying to make the acrobatic catch there. Looks like Campbell was in the vicinity to maybe pick it off, but unable to make a play on the ball. Now 3rd and 10. See if Marquette can force the 3 and out here. It would be a nice counter to last time out as they go with the run. And barely Philip Marshall there to make the shoestring tackle. Martise Whaler, 24 yards on his first give. Now Fresno State hurries back to the line here at about midfield. McDade will pass. He's going to go to the sideline there for his man Adams on the comeback. And Davante Adams makes a grab for the first time. Now 2nd and inches as we hit the 3-minute mark. And again, Davante Adams over the middle. And Kenny Johnson makes the stop. Another 9 yards there for Adams. Now 1st and 10 here for Fresno State. A delay give there for Waller. And a strong tackle by Philip Marshall. No gain. A delay give again for Waller. He has a nice hole. And he's brought down by Davin Rice. 8 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2. They go with the option here. McDade the pitch back to Waller. And he's brought down a strong tackle there by Tyler Black. And it looks like Waller might be a little shaken up after that one. And it might be serious here as the trainers are going to come out onto the field. Not sure if Waller was able to walk off on his own power, but They are going to go for it here. 4th and 1 from the 22. 2 minutes now left in the first quarter. Madsen in motion. McDade will keep again. And there's Tyler Black. And he can't quite make the tackle as Dylan Root just barely able to slip away for that first down at the sideline. Now another 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. McDade will keep this time. And he's brought down by Davin Rice off a 6-yard gain. The Bulldogs hurry back to the line again. And they'll give back to Root. Nothing doing there for Root. Now a 3rd and 3. And they'll give right back to Root. He has a nice hole there. And he's brought down after the first down. I think that might have been a face mask by Campbell as well. So half the distance should put him at the 3-yard line. Now a 1st and goal from the 3. Fresno State in a prime spot to add on another one. McDade will pass. And Madsen wide open there. Pulled off. I was manning Bush there. Pulled off of it. And an easy touchdown pass. Already McDade with 2. Already over 100 yards on the day. So that was a 13-play, 70-yard drive put together by the Bulldogs. And let's see if Marquette can answer again here. They'll start with an opening give for Tyson Bolt. And he's brought down in the backfield. A very good play there by Kyrie Wilson, the middle linebacker. And with that, we'll get a look at Fresno State's impact players on defense. Jamal Rose leads the way here. Senior right outside linebacker at 85 overall. Decent athlete, the 87 acceleration. You like 87 tackle, 85 play rec. So someone who can diagnose against the run. Good hit power and decent zone as well for a linebacker. Up front, Maurice Poyadu leads the way on the interior. 6'3", 300-pound defensive tackle. 85 strength there, 85 power move, and an 84 block shed. A little hard to contain, especially with that size. And he's played very well against the run already. 6 tackles for loss and 4 sacks over his career. The Bulldogs are a little weak in the secondary, but it's headlined by Charles Washington, 83 overall, redshirt senior. 2 interceptions already this season, 6 pass deflections, 12 last year. So he's always around the ball, and he has pretty good just balanced traits, a decent athlete and very balanced safety in coverage, and a good jumping, good pursuit as well. Now back to the action. 2nd and 12 here for Marquette as they come out empty. Walker takes the snap. They'll go downfield for Thad Archibald, and Archibald got his hands on it but couldn't make the play as he was sandwiched between 2 Fresno State defenders. A risky throw there by Walker, but he did get it in there. Now a 3rd and 12, 5 receivers out there for Marquette as they stay empty. Pinson in motion. Walker takes the snap. Throw that over for Kelvin Coleman, the freshman, and he's taken down there one-on-one, just a 6-yard catch. Marquette's going to have to punt for the first time. We'll save that punt for the second quarter, though, as we're through one. Fresno State up 14-7. They're about to get the ball back. A very good start offensively for the Bulldogs. Some explosive plays. We were able to match the first one, but not the second one. And hopefully our defense can make a stand here to open the second. Eddie Stevens on for his first punt of the day. This one's off. Going to be fielded from the 29. That's Dylan Root. Decent return there. Still going as he works towards the 50. And Dylan Root will be the primary back now with the injury to Martez Waller. He will not return. Now McDade starts in the shotgun. Fresno State, very good field position here. McDade back to pass. And he has his man over the middle. It's Davante Adams. And he beats Juice Campbell there on the slant. First down. Fresno State hurries back. Now a fresh set again. McDade, a quick check down there for Johnson. And he drops it. 2nd down. A balanced approach thus far for the Bulldogs. 8 running plays to 9 passes. McDade will pass here. I don't know if that was a throwaway. I certainly hope so, as that sails out of bounds. 3rd and 10. See if Marquette can get their first stop of the day. McDade going downfield, and Robert Williamson going up and making the pass deflection, although he couldn't come down with the interception. Already 2 on the year. Was trying to make it 3. And it looks like the Bulldogs will go for the 58-yard field goal here. They do have a very good kicker, but this may be outside his range. The kick is up, and that's going to be wide right. And that, it looked like it was long enough, but just a little off. A good kick, but just couldn't get it in there. Now the Marquette offense back out there after a timely stop from the defense. Take over here from the 41. Start with a give here for Storm Norwood. He can't break that tackle off the edge, but still 5 yards will take it. 2nd and 5 now for the Golden Eagles, and they'll give Superior Tyson Bolt a decent run up the middle. Good push. 4 yards, setting him up 3rd and 1. Theo Briggs back out there in the short yardage situation, and he'll get the first down. Theo Briggs still out there, the lone back, and he'll get it again. 3 that time, now 2nd and 7. And now the Golden Eagles out there empty. Walker takes the snap. He'll dump that off for Grant Cooper. Another catch there for the tight end as he gets ahead for 7, now 3rd and inches. Now they come out in the 22. And now 2 backs in the backfield. Norwood led there by the fullback, Jeff Harris. And they're going to be short on the 3rd and inches as Norwood is brought down in the backfield there. Another good stop by Kyrie Wilson. This would be a 55-yard field goal for Mackey, so not within his range. And I think we're going to see another 4th down attempt here. Jeff Harris out there on the field with Theo Briggs in the backfield. 2 tight ends on the 4th and 1. I'll give it back for Jeff Harris again. And again, he gets 4 or 5 and gets the job done. 1st and 10 now. Walker, they'll play action fake. He'll go downfield for Pinson. And Pinson right off his hands, and he couldn't hang on to that one. He shook his man, he was open. But a horrible drop there. Pinson has struggled to be a consistent producer this season, and drops like that certainly don't help his case. Now they will set up a screen for him though, and he gets 8 that time. Good redemption. 3rd and 2 now. Now we see Dowling back in the game for the first time after suffering a bruised sternum. 3rd and 2, he'll get the give. A lot of room there to the outside. He gets the job done, still going, and a 9-yard rush there inside the red zone, and a strong carry there from Dowling. Dowling will remain in the game. Now Jeff Harris joins him in the backfield. He'll go right back to Dowling. A nice cut back up the middle, and he gets another 5. Tyson Bolt now checks into the game. Walker takes the snap, and again he'll dump that off for Cooper. And that time it only gets 3. Now a 3rd and 2 inside the 10. Cooper just 5.3 yards per catch on 4 grabs. Now Dowling in the game. 2 tight ends, no fullback here. And they do give it to Dowling. He gets the first down, now inside the 5. Marquette driving, looking to tie it up. Now 2 tight ends out here for Marquette. Actually 3. They have Cooper there in line. And a quick one there for Scott Dixon. Shannon Edwards knocks that down. Luckily no interception that time. Interesting look that time for the Golden Eagles. And now 2nd and goal to come right back out with 3 tight ends, although they are stacked on the line now. A give for Theo Briggs behind the heavy front. And Briggs gets 3. A 3rd and goal now down to the 2. They'll call it the 1 actually. Marquette 4 out of 7 on 3rd down. And now Tyson Bolt checks into the game here at the goal line. He'll get the give. And a touchdown here from Tyson Bolt as Marquette ties it up. A well-manufactured drive there despite that big Jordan Pinson drop. Able to make up for it. Now 2:26 left in the half. And we're about to have a tie football game. Now Dylan Mackey on for the kickoff, and we're now square here from Bulldogs Stadium. It's going to be fielded there by Root, the tip of his own end zone, and he'll take it out this time. Good blocking. Root still going past the 35, and Kenny Johnson brings him down. A 36-yard return from Root to the 37. Now Fresno State, 5 receivers out there this time. McDade empty. And they'll go over the middle there for Johnson. Makes a man miss, or breaks a tackle, I should say. 5 yards there for Justin Johnson. Now 2nd and 5, just over 2 minutes left in the half. McDade will pass again here. Goes to the sideline again for Johnson. That time just for 3, and now a 3rd and 2. McDade 8 for 13, 121 passing yards, and a pair of touchdown scores thus far. Now a 3rd and 2. He's in the shotgun, Root to his right. He'll fake it to Root. Busted outside, and he's brought down by Gavin Battaglia. A strong tackle there, but McDade gets 9 across midfield for a first down. Fresno State hurries back. McDade back to pass. He's going to go for his man there on the comeback. That's Scott. And Damari Scott had that huge touchdown earlier, 12 yards that time, moving the chains for the Bulldogs. Now from the 35, McDade takes another snap. And he has Scott over the middle, and a huge hit by Dalton Corbett jars that ball free. Incompletion, now 2nd and 10. McDade still in the shotgun, still from the 35. Drop back to pass here. Gonna go to the left side there. That's Davante Adams at the sideline. That bounces off his hands. A bad drop there from Davante. Now 3rd and 10 from the 35. McDade another pass attempt here. Check it down for his running back Root. And he stops short of the first down. 4th and 1. What are they going to do here? From the 26, be a 43-yard field goal. And they're going to bring out the offense. Now 4th and 1. They come out with one tight end, Matson, on the line there. 1:15 left in the half. Looks like they'll just let time take off the clock a little bit, minimize any we would get back. Now 1:05 left, less than 10 on the play clock. As we do hit the minute mark here in the half. Big play upcoming here as they takes the snap, McDade. And he'll get the pass there for Matson, and another drop there, as that would have been a conversion. But the Fresno State turns it over on downs, maybe even within field goal range, as that just goes off the hands of Matson. Horrible drop. So now Marquette with 2 timeouts, 54 seconds, as they take over from the 26. A little bit of time to make something happen. We'll start with a draw there for Theo Briggs, and Fresno State all over that. 2-yard loss, now 2nd and 12. And at this point, time ticking down. We'll just try and go for verts and maybe get a big play, set up a field goal attempt. Walker takes the snap. We'll roll to the right. A wasted play there. Now 3rd and 13. As Walker was forced out there at the sideline. Nothing really open downfield. Didn't want to force anything. Cooper in motion. They'll give here for Tyson Bolt. Scott Dixon manhandled there on the edge at tight end. It looks like we were brought down by a face mask, but no call. So 21 seconds left. Fresno State takes a timeout. And they will have a little bit of time here to make something happen. Looks like they're selling out for the block punt. Maybe try and get some hang time on this one. As the kick is off, looks like it's going to be a fair catch from the 36. 16 seconds left for the Bulldogs. A pair of timeouts. One big pass play, you're within field goal range. They get the ball right back after that 4th down, after that turnover on downs. They get Root here out of the backfield, and Bush makes the stop. They call their timeout. 1 more left, 11 seconds. Now McDade back out there in the empty set, 2nd and 4. McDade takes the snap. That's Robert Williamson again working against Davante Adams. And Williamson couldn't bring it down, but he does get his hand on it to make the play. And he's been all over the ball the past few weeks. A 3rd and 4 now, 7 seconds remain. Matson in motion. McDade making some adjustments as he'll take the snap. They set up a screen there for Root. No one can make the tackle. Finally, Tyler Black gets there to bring him down. Fresno State takes their final timeout. 2 seconds left here from the 48. One more time for a deep heave downfield. Now we should just see a Hail Mary here from McDade from his own 48. We'll go downfield. And that's batted down. Robert Williamson again. As that'll bring us into halftime. 3 pass deflections from Williamson in this game. And that has to be a Marquette record. 14-14 going into the half. A very good game of football on both sides. Fresno State offense moving the ball well, especially early on. Our defense getting a little more acclimated. And our offense, like we did last week, moving the ball slowly but surely. We do get the ball to start the half. And I think we're going to take our control the clock approach and just try and go score for score here and control the clock and control the running game. Again, we aren't really asking much out of Greg Walker at quarterback, but we don't really need him to do anything over the top as our running game is keeping us in it as well as our defense. And now we're here to start the second half as we are underway from Bulldog Stadium. Tie game 14-14, but this is going to go for a touchback. And now Dowling will be the back to start the half. As they will start with an option play here. Walker just takes it up the middle for 9. 2nd and 1. And now we'll see Theo Briggs check into the game with the 2 tight ends. Briggs gets the give. The first down and then some. 6 yards up the gut. Now again, they bring out 2 tight ends. Walker directly under center. And so he'll drop back for a pass here. Rolls to his right and he'll dump it off there for Pinson. And Pinson stopped 1-on-1 there. There's a flag though. Not sure what it is. Looks like a holding call. And that's going to be on Randy Heidemann, the left tackle. So that'll bring us all the way back to the 31. A 1st and 20 upcoming. Now let's see how Marquette attacks this situation. An outside give here for Dowling to start it. Tries to go for the spin move. And a strong play there by Washington. Just 4 yards there for Dowling. 2nd and 16 now from the 35. Theo Briggs, the lone back. Pinson in motion. And Walker will drop back. And he has Grant Cooper up the seam wide open. And he just outthrows him. Fresno State brought pressure, which opened up Cooper. But Walker could not hit him. Now 3rd and 16 will do it again. That would have been a big play for the tight end. Walker directly under center. I'll drop back here. I'll go downfielders for Darby. And Darby does not see that one coming. And a bad incompletion there. 4th and 16. Marquette's going to open with a punt. Eddie Stevens on for, I believe, the second or third punt of the day. It's going to be picked up there from the 22 by Dylan Root. And he's laid out by Kenny Johnson. Huge special teams play setting the tone. Now again, Fresno State taking over with 5 receivers, which has pretty much been their base set all game long on offense. McDade, he'll throw that one away. 2nd and 10. McDade back in the shotgun. And he'll drop back to pass here. Swings it out for Matson. And that's Kenny Johnson, another strong tackle. There that time against the tight end. Now 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs. McDade will pass here on the 3rd and 8. Looks like they'll set up a screen for Root. Good blocking. And Root does get the first down. Maneuvers through traffic. Crafty run there. He gets the first down. Fresno State still with the ball. Now Fresno State gets set back up. And they'll fake it that time for Root. And a good tackle there. A combo there from Johnson and Marshall. Only 1 yard there for McDade. 2nd and 9 now from the 37. McDade will pass. And he has a man upfield. It's Davante Adams. And Butler can't make the tackle. A bad whiff there. And Davante Adams, a huge play. 64 yards for the touchdown. And another explosive play through the air for the Bulldogs. Last week, McDade had 3 passing. Look at that poor tackle attempt by Butler. I don't know if Butler was back in his zone there. Kind of got lost because Juice Campbell was all the way up at the line. And we got beat real deep there. Davante Adams, the explosive play. And it was kind of just a matter of time before he made something big happen. Now Fresno State with the lead. Let's see if Marquette can answer. Start this drive with some play action. Grant Cooper wide open there up the sideline. Makes the grab. Shakes a man there. Still going up the sideline. A 33-yard reception there for Grant Cooper as he takes it into enemy territory. And now Marquette comes out in the flex bone this time. And they'll fake for Dowling. And a strong play there. I think that was Jamal Rose, the linebacker. And it was his 5th tackle of the day. Already a sack as well. Strong disciplined run play that time. 2nd and 11 from the 43. And they'll give it for Dowling up the middle. Dowling brought down by a face mask, but another missed call by the officials. And now 3rd and 8. Walker directly under center. 3rd and 8 takes the snap. Quick pass there for Thard Archibald over the middle. And Archibald, a little shifty after the catch. 16 yards, a first down, his first grab of the day. Now 2 tight ends to the left as they'll give Dowling a run that way. Good tracking by Fresno State. Just 1 yard there. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Now 2nd and 9. Walker back to pass. Quick dump off there for Randall Darby. His first grab of the day. And Darby takes that inside the 10. Fresno State brought pressure. Freed up Darby over the middle. 14 yards. 1st and goal. Each team now over 200 yards of offense. Although Fresno State closer to 300. Walker takes the snap. He'll roll out. He's going to just go for the end zone here. And Walker dives it in for the touchdown. And Marquette ties it up. A good drive to answer Fresno State's big play. And Greg Walker gets it done with his legs this time. Nothing open, and he had a lot of green grass ahead. And he made the right read. And he crosses the plane. Tie game here from Fresno State. Now Dylan Root is going to field this from his own 3-yard line. A good return last time. And he works this up to the 33. Correction to the 31. Now McDade out there with Root in the backfield. Matson, the tight end, in motion. McDade making some adjustments, and he'll take the snap here. He'll fire downfield. Another long pass attempt, and Kenny Johnson that time makes the play on the ball. We can't come down with any of these interception opportunities, but at least we're making plays on the ball. We haven't really seen that too much from this team. Marcus McDade and the Fresno State Bulldogs certainly not afraid to test the limits deep. And now 2nd and 10. McDade will pass here. And almost sacked for the first time, as that was Rob Bain on the pressure. And Rob Bain has been very quiet over the past few weeks after a tremendous start to the season. A good pressure QB hit there. And now a 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. 3:04 remaining in the 3rd. Dylan Root in the backfield. McDade back to pass. He'll go over the middle there for Peck. And a good tackle there from Demetrius Bush brought him down immediately. 4th and 3, Fresno State's going to have to punt. Now Jordan Pinson, I believe, set for his first punt return of the day. And he'll work this to the right side. Strong finish there as he works it up to about the 38, a 21-yard return for Pinson. Now Marquette fresh off a touchdown drive. Let's see how they approach this one. Walker will keep the first time here, and he'll just slide it ahead for 7. A good zone read there for Walker. Now Walker in the shotgun with Dexter Dowling to his left, and they'll give here for Dowling on the counter, and he trips up along the line and a 2-yard loss. Now 3rd and 5. Justin Holmes on the stop. Dowling an efficient day, 5 yards per carry, a little bit short of 50 on the day. 3 backs now out here for Marquette on this 3rd and 5. Greg Walker will pass there for Dowling out of the backfield. Dowling makes the catch, and he'll work it across the 40. Another strong finish. Add 19 through the air for DD. Now 1st and 10. Look at a toss here for Bolt, and he's stopped in his tracks. -6 on that one, 2nd and 16, and that's why we don't really run a lot of tosses. So that one sets us back a little bit, although there's less than a minute now left in the 3rd quarter. Greg Walker there for F.A. Scott and Walkpour, and a good catch there on the post. 15 yards, 3rd and 1 now. Marquette 7 out of 12 and 3rd down. And they'll give it here for Dowling, and Dowling gets the first down. 3-yard give up to the 25. Storm Nord now checks in. Dowling is kind of taking over, and Nord will get the carry. Tries to cut that up the middle, just 1 yard stop there in the hole. And that's probably going to do it here in the 3rd quarter, as we're tied here from Bulldog Stadium, 21-21. Marquette's driving, and this game seems to have all the makings of an overtime affair. We'll try to do it here in the 4th quarter, but we'll see what happens. A 2nd and 9 now from the 24-yard line. Marquette putting together a go-ahead drive here in the 4th quarter. They'll start here with Dowling in the backfield, Walker in the shotgun. And Walker takes the snap. Has a man over the middle. That's that Archibald. And Archibald hangs on through the contact. 1st down, Marquette down to the 7. Now 1st and goal. And they'll go play action here. Nothing open yet. Walker to the end zone. Almost had Darby, but it skips at his feet. And a 2nd and goal will do it again from the 9. Correction from the 8. 7:43 left of game time. Tyson Bolt now out there. Grant Cooper in motion. And they will give it to Bolt. Good redirect there up the middle, but still only 2 yards. And now a 3rd and goal here from the 5. And now Marquette will come out in the Wildcat here. Storm Nord in motion. He'll get the carry on the jet sweep. And Norwood stopped at the goal line. A strong run there, 5 yards. Thought he was going to be able to pound it in there. Stopped in his tracks. And now a 4th and goal from the 1. And I just think we got to pound it in here. So really from the inch-yard line, Fresno State's going to stack the line. And let's see how this goes. A fullback here for Jeff. Handoff here for Jeff Harris as he gets in for the touchdown. And Harris has been very productive in this game. 3 carries, 3 first down conversions really. And this time he pounds it in for the go-ahead touchdown. Marquette, I believe, our first lead of the ball game. 6:47 remaining. A nice 12-play, 59-yard drive as Dylan Mackey kicks through the extra point, and we will get another studio update. Rutgers, the New Jersey in-state team for me, leading my favorite team, Michigan, right now, 7-0, although it would be monumental if the Scarlet Knights could come out of this game with a win. Michigan at number 3, Ohio State at number 2. So if both of them can win out, we're set up for an amazing final week finale with the game. And the winner of that would surely, more than likely, appear in the national championship. Now Davante Adams will get his turn here on a kickoff. A bunch of great blocking outside. I kind of froze there. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, Davante Adams, 67 yards, trying a great seam. And Fresno State already within striking distance, setting up from their own 30. Setting up from our 36. That one caught me off guard. They've gotten some really good returns here, and all around, a lot of explosive plays from this Bulldogs team. Now down 7, they'll start with play action here. And they'll go downfield. It's Davante Adams again! And Davante Adams gets in the 60-plus yard return, and now a 36-yard touchdown grab to tie it. And just like that, the Bulldogs tie it up. Demetrius Bush missed on that tackle, but no one was home. And look at that little stutter step from Davante Adams. Had us beat on that. What a good move. I'm not sure if that was in coverage. Maybe Williamson. And he got totally burnt. Fresno State answers right back. Our slow, methodical approach to their explosive one-play drive approach. Now 6:35 left And we'll let Juice Campbell get a return, even though it's not from the best spot. But see if he can make something happen. A good block there from Archibald as Campbell works it to the 23. Fresno State just killing us through the air. It's crazy how last week we limit Dak Prescott to, I think, like 70 passing yards. And Marcus McDade eclipsed that on his first throw of the game. Now Tyson Bolt will get another one here as he barely works forward, this time for 2 yards. 7 carries today for Tyson Bolt for an even 0 yards. Now 2 tight ends out here. Pinson in motion on the 2nd and 8. Walker takes the snap, and he'll just dump that off for Pinson. And Pinson barely gets anything, just 3 or 4 that time. 3rd and 4 now. Walker from the shotgun, and he'll take the snap. And that's Jordan Pinson on the slant over the middle. Nice grab, 17 yards. First down up to the 45. Good job there by Pinson to break the press and get open over the middle. 1st and 10 now. And they'll give it right back to Dowling. Tries to spin away from those guys on the edge, but 2 yards to the outside. Dowling held in check after some good runs early on. Now 2nd and 8. Marquette approaching midfield here. Walker from the shotgun. He'll take the snap. And I'll go for that Archibald, and luckily Treshawn Broughton cannot pick that off. That was a bad throw, a bad read from Walker, but we live to tell the tale. And now we'll look to convert here from 3rd and 8. 9 out of 15 in 3rd down conversions. Walker out there empty. Making an adjustment, and he'll take the snap here. Back for Archibald over the middle. He wide open, makes a man miss. And then he's tripped up, 21 yards for number 21. His 3rd grab of the day, 54 yards for Archibald. Now Dowling, the lone back with 2 tight ends. And Dowling has some room. Good push up front. Almost squeezed out of some traffic, but still a good 6-yard gain that time. Now 2nd and 4. Walker will keep there on the read option. He's brought down in the backfield by a face mask, but no call. Again, a missed face mask. That was like clear as day. Kyrie Wilson is having a good game there at middle linebacker for Fresno State, but that time was a clear face mask. And now a 3rd and 7. Another 3rd down here faced by Marquette. Their 17th of the day. Walker in the shotgun, 3:25 left in the game. And he'll dump that off for Grant Cooper. And Cooper gets ahead for the 1st down, 8 yards. And he always seems to come away with what we need. His 6th grab of the night. 6th grab of the day, I should say. Correction on that. Kyrie Wilson, 12 tackles, 3 for loss. Stupendous performance from him thus far. Now Dowling another give as he redirects to the right. A good read there. Showcasing his vision. 8 yards. 2nd and 2 as we hit the 3-minute mark here in the game. Now another give here for Norwood. And he gets ahead for the 1st down. 1st and goal now from the 8 for Marquette. Or I guess from the 10. I thought he had more forward progress than that. 19 1st downs on the game. And Marquette is chewing this clock now towards the end. Dowling a good strong truck there from Dowling as he pushed a man over 3 yards, 2nd and goal. And Fresno State not showing any resistance to our chew clock approach right now. Maybe they call a timeout after this one. And a give here for Dowling as he stopped there at the 5. And Fresno State still not calling timeouts. I kind of feel bad chewing the clock, knowing that they're not calling timeouts here. That kind of ruins it a little bit. But a 3rd and goal here will give it to Theo Briggs. And Briggs is short, so finally Fresno State takes a timeout. I feel like that kind of ruined the integrity of the game a little bit here, as I kind of took the foot off the pedal there a little bit. But we will try out Dylan Mackey here for the go-ahead field goal. And that one's through. So Marquette takes a 31-28 lead here. 42 seconds, 2 timeouts for the Bulldogs. They've had some really good returns already in this game, and we do not want that happening this time. And like I was saying, that kind of threw a wrench in my game plan there at the end, as Davante Adams will take this out from his own end zone. Again, good blocking from the Bulldogs as he works that up to the 36. 37 seconds, 2 timeouts here for the Bulldogs, and they've had a high-octane explosive offense, so I'm actually very worried about how this is going to go. McDade in the shotgun, Dylan Root out there, Madsen in motion. McDade will pass here. Dumps that off for Madsen, the tight end, and that's going to keep the clock going, although they will have to call their 2nd timeout, so Essentially, they trade 1 yard for a timeout, and I'll take that trade every day of the week. Now 33 seconds to 2nd and 9. McDade will pass. Another short one there for Adams, but he does get the first down. He fumbles. Robert Williamson jarred it free, and it's picked up by Barry Barber at the sideline there. No way. Robert Williamson, the savvy freshman, ripped it free on the strip. Let's take another look at this one. I don't know if he was down. I couldn't quite tell from that angle as they're fighting for the ball there in the pile. And Barry Barber able to come away with it. Let's see if they'll review it. And it is going to be a booth review. And I think the knee might have been down. Got a better look this time. Oh, absolutely ground forced. I thought Williamson might have stripped it free beforehand. But yeah, that's ground forced. So the play was reversed. And now Fresno State will pick up from the 48 with a first down, 18 seconds remaining. McDade back to pass. He'll dump that over from the middle for Root. And an easy drop there on the angle route out of the backfield. Now just 15 seconds remain. Now 15 seconds, maybe time for 3 more plays here. Madsen in motion. McDade takes the snap. He's going to scramble this time. And he stopped short of the first down. Fresno State not calling their final timeout though. What are we doing? As they finally do, now just 5 seconds left. Time for maybe one more deep heave, a sack. And the game is over. Really any tackle behind the first down marker. But you would think they just go vertical here, but their game management has not been the best thus far. And McDade, he is going to toss that deep, and it's intercepted by Tyler Black. And that's going to do it here from Bulldog Stadium, as Marquette's going to come out with a win. Our first game as a ranked team, number 24 in the nation. And we got out of this road environment with another victory. And that's back-to-back wins for our Golden Eagles. Now 6-1. And we've already matched our win total from last season. What an effort so far from our Golden Eagles. And a very good game here from Fresno State as well. Their offense was really clicking. Huge plays through the air, but we did what we needed to do. Relied a lot on the running game, but then Greg Walker kind of took over here in the second half as he's the player of the game. Over 200 passing yards, a pair of scores, including that scramble touchdown earlier. And another strong win here. I thought the Bulldogs were going to take it with their explosive offense, but our defense kind of rallied there in the second half despite one big play led up there to Davante Adams. But our corners did very well. Robert Williamson, he might have got beat a couple times, but overall played the ball very well. And that was a cool touchdown to start from Fresno State. I can't even lie. But that's going to do it here from Bulldog Stadium. I'll see you back at headquarters for a recruiting update. And what a win this was. Thank you so much. And I'll see you back there for some recruiting news, as we have gotten some commits here in the past couple weeks. So a great win against Fresno State as Marquette advances to 6-1. And we're now advanced to the next week. We're ranked 22nd now. And next week we'll start with a game as we host UAB. And we'll have another wave of visits. But for now, we'll take a look at our board. And still the 3 tight ends we're targeting, we're still leading for all 3. Although Craig Watkins, it's now advanced down to a 2-school race for battling with Notre Dame, as they got 1890 bonus last week. And that's just absolutely absurd. So for Craig Watkins, our top tight end on the board, we're now battling with the Fighting Irish. Ted Ross and Jack Mason were still leading. But both of them pretty close. Mason 94% locked. I'm sorry, Mason 96%, Ross 94% locked. So I was hoping all of them would be committed by now, but we kind of took points out of them, and that's kind of allowed other teams to make up some ground. That'll bring us here to Chris Carter, our top linebacker in the class that we're targeting. Really just battling against Oregon, as he's set to visit them in week 14. I'm hoping he commits before then, but likely his recruiting will trickle into the offseason. Now Zachary Wright, our top D end, we've already brought him in for a visit. He's visiting with Buffalo week 14. And like Carter above him, a prospect who might go into the offseason. Dylan Anderson, a receiver, 6'4", 220, so very good size there out of Sheffield Lake, Ohio. We haven't been pouring the most points into him, but really no resistance from Illinois behind him. So he'll probably commit before the end of the season, I would imagine. Travis Thomas, we've already committed 2 offensive linemen, Thomas likely to be the last that we go for. From Normal, Illinois, love that name. A 2-star, so he'll likely be a redshirt, but someone just to bring in, add some depth. Josh Richards, our lone corner, and we need 2 corners in this class. We still have a visit with him this week against UAB, so hopefully we can accomplish his recruiting goals, his prospect goals, and get a little bump here against Iowa State. Dominic Green, an athlete, 6'3", 204, and we're battling with the Badgers to keep him in state, most likely a safety, and he is set to visit with us not next episode, but the following episode, as we're going to host Middle Tennessee State, I believe. Michael James, we're trying to bring him in as the second running back in this class. We already have Sam Manning committed, and now this is the 84th ranked running back out of Battle Creek, Michigan, power back, 3-star, and good strength there at 71, trucking at 72, juke 76, so a decent runner, but once he commits, we'll be able to scout him further. Jason Taylor, we really haven't been pouring any points into him. No one's really going after him. The 27th ranked free safety, we kind of have a free ride on him, and he'll probably commit here in the next few weeks, I would imagine. Hit power at 83 and pursuit at 85. Man at 70, so someone I really like at strong safety, but again, we'll uncover the rest of his traits as we go along. Now, John Daniels, a D-tackle, 2-star. We're leading for him, and Mike Green. Both of these guys were on our board initially, but we didn't really pour points into them until recent weeks, and we're starting to pull away now for both of these guys. And now we'll go down and look at some commits we've got in this episode. We'll go down to the top here. Michael Smith, big bummer on him as he commits to Wisconsin. I thought he was going to trickle into the offseason and we could pour some points into him, but he does go to the Badgers, and he was the only quarterback on our board, so he's going to go play in Madison. So that prompted me to add a few more quarterbacks to the board here. Martin Diggs, he was actually he's an out of our region guy, but now that we're ranked, now that we're having a great season, I'm going to allow ourselves to kind of spread outside of our region a little bit. Looks like no one's really pouring points into him in this recruiting cycle for some reason. The 24th ranked quarterback out of Moberly, Missouri. Western Kentucky currently leads Massachusetts not far behind. And despite not being on our board at all, we're only down 425. So next week, we'll scout him halfway and see what we're working with. Same here with Quentin Outlaw, Joel Bowers, and Michael Lewis here, a 4-star. He's actually the first 4-star I've allowed ourselves to add to the board, only because he hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is exactly where we play our football games. So we'll keep these guys on the board and see how we progress in the points. And with Lewis, Bowers, and Outlaw, I only added them because they were all under 20% locked. So, and they're all within our region as well, Wisconsin, Ohio, Wisconsin. So Diggs might be our top priority, seeing as how he already had interest. So we might go for him. But like I said, we're not going to pour any points in quite yet and just see how it goes next week. So that'll bring us to some commits. And Jonathan Leak, the top defender we've got to commit so far, 31st ranked linebacker out of Burbank, Illinois. A very good coverage linebacker, 75 strength, 83 acceleration. You like that from a linebacker. 66 man, 68 press, 72 block shed. So currently a 70 overall, and now that he's committed, we'll go ahead and scout him fully. And with that, he drops 4 to a 66, drops 3 points overall, came in at a 69. That speed at 79 kind of took a hit, and the zone at 68, not the best, but not a bad prospect still, 66 overall, and he's someone who'll probably start at right outside linebacker for us down the line. Jake Witherspoon, our top D tackle, stays in state out of Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, 6'4", 283. And let's look at his stats here. 74 power move, decent finesse move, block shed out of C, 67 speed, and now we'll uncover him and see what he goes to. So +4 already as he opened at a 65. Let's see if he can crack gem. And he doesn't. He stays pat there at a 69, which we'll take as the block shed at a 75, pursuit 74, and I really like that play rack at 77. Not bad speed considering the size at 67, although the agility and acceleration pretty poor, and you'd like to see him a little bit stronger there on the interior. Doug Childress, a JUCO wide receiver out of Des Plaines, Illinois, and we were able to beat out NIU for him because it seems like NIU is always beating us out for prospects, but we get Childress, and it's good that he's a JUCO because we're very weak in the receiving core, and now we're set to lose Randall Darby. So we need someone who can come in and contribute from day one. And Childress already is 73 overall, although we'll uncover him here in a few seconds. Right now it's 94 carrying, so very good with the ball in his hand. Although the all the other rushing traits not that great. Doesn't have any receiving categories uncovered. And the 83 agility, 84 jumping, we do like that. So let's go ahead and uncover the rest of Doug Childress and see how it pans out. And he goes up 4 to a 77, and that's what I'm talking about. 76 catching, 87 spec catch, 84 catch in traffic, and 88 route running, and 85 release. But the athletic traits, not the best. Just 83 speed, 83 agility, 83 acceleration. But look at those receiving traits. Someone who's not going to drop any passes. He's going to get open. And he liked the size there at 6'3", 200. So Childress very well could battle for our top receiving spot next year. We're going to keep Thad Archibald in the slot. And then on the outside, it'll likely be Doug Childress and Jordan Pinson. So Childress coming in as a junior. He'll probably be a 2-year starter for us. A great addition. And he'll be an instant contributor. Same here with Kevin Davis, another JUCO commit that we got. 6'1", 179, just a 2-star out of Superior, Wisconsin. And although he is a free safety, we really lack corners that were interested. So we're going to probably have to convert Kevin Davis to a corner. And he very well could start day one alongside Robert Williamson, as Juice Campbell is set for graduation. Great tackling traits, though, especially the hit power at 84, the pursuit at 82, zone coverage at 75, good for a corner, although we hope the man is maybe a little bit higher. 84 agility, and that's really all the athletic traits we have on him. So he's the last guy we're going to uncover in this episode, and let's see if we can get some progression. Currently a 75, and he goes up to a 78, so a 3-point swing, and we'll take that. 74 man, so he definitely is a better fit at safety. But I think I kind of do like these tackling, run support corners at times. And he's a good enough athlete to hold up on the outside. So Kevin Davis, 89 speed, 92 acceleration. And I really like his traits. And I think safety or corner, whatever he is, he's going to make an impact from day one. So our two JUCO guys, Kevin Davis here is 78 and Doug Childress a 77. Great job there dipping into the JUCO ranks and getting some guys who can contribute instantly. In past episodes, we've already went over Sam Manning, a 3-star running back. Rick Kent, 6'6", 285 athlete, probably an offensive tackle for us, but excuse me, sorry about that. But he could play D tackle as well, and he just loved the athlete tags on these guys. Then Richard Walker, our first commit of this season, a 2-star guard, although 66 overall, we love that, and he'll probably be a starter within the first couple years. So our recruiting class really taking shape here. We're going to need to go for a quarterback here. Or else we'll probably end up with a walk-on or something, or hopefully a transfer in the offseason, as we're set for just Greg Walker and Lawrence Jackson to be the lone quarterbacks on the roster following this season, as Ruben Brown will graduate. But a lot of these guys, I think we're not really going to have any difficulty committing. Like I said, I think Chris Carter, Zachary Wright, they might go into the offseason. I'm really hoping Josh Richards, we can turn him. I think, like I said, we still have a visit with him this week, so hopefully we can turn the tide and jump into the leader board there for Richards. So Watkins, Ross, and Mason's still 3 tight ends we want committed as well. And then Chris Carter will be a really nice middle linebacker addition as well. And now we'll look at the coaching tree and just get a little update on the skill tree. So recruiting, obviously I said in past episodes, we're going to alternate. Otherwise, I would just pour all of it into recruiting. So recruiting at a level 6 right now. So we'll go over to game management. And I think we'll just add on for decrease the yardage needed for setup plays. So now level 12 head coach and both of our coordinators at level 7. Now for the top 25, and Texas A&M still undefeated, still number 1 at 8-0. They come off a win against SEC opponent Auburn. Ohio State, as we saw during the game, they won. They're now 6-0. Michigan beats Rutgers barely, just in overtime, and the Scarlet Knights almost come out with the biggest win in their program history. UCLA still leading the way there in the Pac-12 at 7-0. Georgia, another undefeated SEC team. Do they play Texas A&M during the regular season? It doesn't even let me look at their schedule right now. It does. What are we doing? There we go. So they don't play Texas A&M, but that would obviously be a SEC championship, although Georgia still does have ranked matchups against Florida and then in-state rival Georgia Tech. Miami leading the way in the ACC at 6-0. Alabama, the reigning champions, 6-1. as they play number 18 Tennessee this week. TCU in the top 10 for the first time in the series at 6-0. Notre Dame beats USC. Ole Miss beats ranked LSU, a 5-2 team in the top 10. Oklahoma, Indiana at 6-0. Let's take a look at their schedule. They haven't beaten any ranked teams, although good win here against Illinois by 2. And their schedule pretty soft though until the last 3, where they have Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. So we'll see if Indiana can keep way here in the rankings. Georgia Tech at 5-1 comes off a 3-point win against North Carolina. Washington, their first loss of the year against Cal, who now is 24. Oregon stays at 15. Florida stays at 16. South Carolina falls after an overtime loss to Tennessee. And why do they do this? Tennessee beats South Carolina, but still they're ranked one spot under them. Tennessee, a 5-3 team, the highest 3-loss team in the rankings. Clemson, Michigan State, Boise State, who we're going to probably schedule next season. And we go up 2 spots to 22. 70 overall, 1-star program, 22nd in the nation. You love to see it. Oklahoma State, California. Cal, a losing record here at 24. And then LSU, 4-3, coming off a loss against Mississippi. And then to close here, we'll get a little Heisman update as Manziel and Brett Hundley have been battling all season long. Manziel tops Hundley this week, though. Both teams undefeated. Manziel's Aggies number 1, Hundley's UCLA Bruins number 4. Everett Golston still here at 3, and then TJ Yeldon for Bama and Tareem Falston, the 2 running backs in the rankings. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We had a nice, fun game here against Fresno State. We were able to come away with another victory. Now 6-1, having the best season thus far in the series. But next year, I am going to definitely make the schedule a little more tough. Probably do like 2 or 3 Big Ten opponents, a couple ACC opponents, maybe 1 Pac-12, maybe a couple SEC opponents. So we're having a great season this year, but next year we might come back down to earth a little bit. As you know, our home stretch here, we don't really have many formidable opponents. So next year we'll definitely try and bump up the difficulty. But as always, everybody, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.